Hey guys, xxINSAN3SKILZx's here. In case you haven't noticed, I have not been able to upload Modern Warfare 2 videos to YouTube. So what I've started doing is I'm just gonna do these kind of videos once or twice a week maybe. Just saying what I hate about the game, what I like about games, whatever. But reminder before I start that, these prizes are still up for grabs. Contest ends this coming Friday, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and get in the winning to win these contests. Okay, so what I was gonna say, the main topic that I want to talk about is guns in Modern Warfare 2. So there's really good guns, obviously, the SCAR, the M45, and see what else? The Intervention's a good sniper Barrett, but what I'm mostly here to talk about is underrated and overrated guns. Okay, so underrated guns, I think there's pretty much two guns I believe that are only underrated. Obviously, one, the F2000. I've started using it lately. I would show you guys some footage, but goddamn dazzle, can't find it. But yeah, I have been using the F2000 lately, and it does take a little bit of getting used to. You have to notice to take down the trigger button or aim downwards or whatever. I'll explain later, but yeah, F2000 is a good gun. The damage is good on it. The fire rate's good, so I recommend using the gun. Just try it out. If you don't like it, then you can go back to your normal newbie way or whatever, but yep. The second gun, I think, is the Vector. I know it has a really crappy-ass damage rate, but you also look at the fire rate, it's really good, actually, so it kind of counters out, I guess. So again, I recommend using the Vector, Silencer, or Red Dot. Either one is quite good, so use the Vector. The iron sight on the Vector, though, is not that good, so maybe bling on her or something, but yeah, I recommend using the Vector as well. Okay, so overrated guns. Number one, the AK-47, the M16, the ACR. What else is in here? Let's see. We have the the P90 actually, not the mini, the P90, the Oddbar, and the Riot Shield. So I'm gonna go through all of those. First one, the AK. You know what? It was a good gun in Modern Warfare 1. Get over it, okay? I think they buffed up, whatever you want to call it, the recoil on the gun, so I think it's harder to aim. The iron sight on it is not that great. I thought there was something about a glitch with it in terms of something bringing down damage, or I can't remember, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of people using it. It's a gun that I still would recommend using, but I think it's just overused, not as good as it was in Modern Warfare 1, so I'm saying stay away from it. Second gun, the M16. Again, good in Modern Warfare 1. Here, way down. Reason for this is mostly because I think it fires 3 bullets just like Modern Warfare 1, but the damage rate on it is worse. So if you think about it, it's not one-shot kill. Believe me, I've used it in my first Prestige. It ain't good. You're told, I know in Modern Warfare 1 it's just one whole trigger, 3 bullets go out, and he's dead. Modern Warfare 2 does not seem to be like that way. Even with stopping power, doesn't do that. So that kind of pissed me off a bit. But the M16, you know what? It's an old gun. It's like the classic gun or whatever for the U.S. military, but they need to get over the gun. It's not that great. Yeah. Let's see. Next one. ACR. ACR is actually a really good gun, and I've been seeing a lot lately. The only problem with it is it has low damage. So for all of you there who get like an Aussie host from the US, or an Aussie person who gets a US host, don't use the ACR, because when you're doing a showdown or something, I recommend an SMG, just because you're going to be trying to shoot faster, and if you're lagging, it's just a lot harder. So having a gun that goes that shoots a lot of bullets, but does not do a lot of damage, not a good gun to use. So that's why, pretty much, because the damage is horrible. Other than that, it's okay. I use it with Red Dot, but yeah. Next one is the P90. Okay, so again, it was another good gun from Modern Warfare 1, next to the MP5 and the M16 and the AK. But reason for it, I like that it has a big mag. It's probably one of the only SMGs, assault rifles that have a big magazine. So it's good if you want to just spray down people, go in a building, whatever. The only problem I have with that gun is there's a lot of recoil on it. Actually, just hold the trigger down, and you see straight up to the roof, and you'll end up shooting God or something. But yeah, Mormons would be very pissed with that. Okay, anyway, yeah, it's too much recoil. I think it's a noob gun also, just because it's a spraying gun pretty much. There's no aiming on it. What I've noticed too is if Ninja steady aim, not a whole lot of difference. So you put steady aim on, the crossbars, whatever, are only like that much smaller. So it's not that big of a deal, and it's a sprayer's gun pretty much. So I don't know. I think it's overrated. Yep. Other gun, last gun, or no, it's not. AUG. It's probably one of maybe the most used, or probably the most used LMG in the game. I have no idea why, because I personally would not use it. I used it for a little while, did not like it. The reason for this, it's more of an assault rifle. I think in the new Modern Warfare, the Call of Duty Black Ops 4, I think maybe it was in Battlefield, it's an assault rifle, which I believe it actually is an assault rifle. As you'll see, the magazine on it is not that great. It's not big because it doesn't have like 100 bullets or whatever in the gun, so it's not a good gun if you want to do spraying, whatever. So that's kind of why it's overrated, because yeah, it's not a good spray gun, and the damage on it is not very high. Yeah. If you want to use an LMG, I would recommend personally just using the L86. I explained the reason why for this in my loose ends mission. But yeah, I recommend using the loose ends mission. So go check that out. It's like the middle part of it. I explain why. But yeah, last thing, the riot shield. You know what, dude? Get a life with the riot shield. Seriously, get a life, because no one likes a riot shield. It's really easy to counter it with like a noob tube or something. Semtex, pick them, they're dead. But it's just goddamn annoying when someone's running at you, and especially in hardcore search, hardcore team deathmatch, whatever, when it's one shot hit. That just makes it so much better, doesn't it? The good thing is it's banned from GB for the MLG variant, which I completely agree with, because it's just a horrible, horrible gun, primary weapon to use. Yeah, people just use it too much, and they're complete noobs. Every time I see a guy with it, right shield, you know what? Fuck you, noob. Fuck you. But yeah, from that, last thing I was gonna say is actually things I hate about Modern Warfare, and pretty much is one thing that I hate about it, the noob tube. They've had it in like the last like what, three or four Call of Duty games. So it's pretty standard. Only problem with it is it's overpowered. It's completely overpowered. There's nothing that can counter it. Even blast shield. I don't think blast shield does much use against the frickin' noob tube in your close. So you know what? No, just take the noob tube out of the game, please. I don't care if people are gonna go cry in their panties because they can't noob tube people now. You know what? Get a real gun and start shooting people. Okay? Get a real gun. That's the last thing. Actually, one more thing I was gonna say. I've been talking to a few of my friends on Xbox Live, and they've been saying that they're gonna nerf the UMP45. So for all of us who use the gun, me for example, you know that it is completely overpowered. I have no problem when I see a guy with the UMP45 because I use it. I'm completely fine with it. But you're gonna nerf the gun. Probably gonna stop me from using the gun. I'll probably switch to what other guns do I use? The TAR or the FAMAS. But yeah, if they nerf the UMP45, I'm not gonna use it anymore because it won't be any good. That's that. Remember, guys, subscribe because you could be in the winning for the contest. This has been Insane Skills. Peace out.